Hello, everybody, and welcome back for Game 2, Murder at Noir Manor, where we are definitely playing very serious, not meme characters at all. We're here to make Katie's day better, not harder, and it's going to be a super fun time. And yeah, we're here to raise some money for kids in a very serious way. Isn't that right, everybody? I think that's right.
Yeah, 100% serious.
Perfect. So to start off our round of introductions, my internet wife, here to give me feelings and then hurt them. Katie, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And tell us what the hell we're doing today.
I'm Katie. You can find me on the internet at KatieFace. I am also Mike's internet wife. This is just official at this point. What started as a joke. And we are playing Monster of the Week, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse system. It is based on shows like Supernatural, where, you know, back in the beginning of Supernatural, they would investigate a monster of the week. That show is not like that anymore, but that is how this is. So tonight, this wonderful group has been invited to a dinner party at Noir Manor, and I guess we can go around and introduce who you are and who you're playing and what your playbook is, so we can go ahead and get this out of the way.
Sweet. Yeah, so let's jump right over to Lauren. Lauren, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And tell us who exactly you're playing today.
Hi, Mike. So good to be here. I love being here.
I know.
I'm Lauren. I'm Not Salty Ginger over on Twitter. What am I doing today? I did a super serious character, a character type that I feel like I've never really played before. She's a blonde Southern psychic. Yep. It's this
Just wonderful.
Yep. I'm playing the Spooky, which is a playbook in here. And my name is Miss Suki Flapjacks. I look like Anna Paquin in the end.
Perfect. Let's go over to the first new face on the channel here. Pro, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And who are you playing today?
Hey, yeah, Pro, new face here. Fresh and bubbly, I suppose. So excited to be here. Super serious character, as I always play. Come on my internet at Pro Restarter. And I'm playing the monstrous, a very fine, well-dressed, dapper chicken man who hides his identity by wearing glasses. Goes by the name of Dr. Frad Tucky. Back to you.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired already.
For our third super serious character, Strider, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And who are you playing today?
Hey man, honor and privilege to be here.
Welcome
playing
back.
on unMadeGaming. It's been on my bucket list for a while now. I don't remember if I played with you, but I don't know if I've been.
That's true. I don't remember either, because we played together for a while.
Yeah, Katie, you're actually able to like pin me down and get me metaphorically, proverbially, and actually get me on the schedule to play.
I am the Strider Whisperer.
Wow.
I haven't played this game before. Looking over the move list was kind of reminiscent of something like City of Mist, I kind of think. I'm going to be playing Benedict Eggbert. You can call me Eggs. I am playing the Flake archetype. I feel like playing paranoid characters gives me a little bit more agency to be super meta about all my decisions and try to let everyone else go fight the scary monsters while I try to protect myself. Yeah, hyped up, man.
You are muted.
I am muted. I'm playing the muted game. What I was trying to say was I'm very excited to slightly alter my character so that I'm not the same as Strider. And with that, I am excited to play another super serious character, Patrick, a.k.a. Patty Porkroll, who's definitely serious, also a flake, and slightly less conspiracy theorist. Katie, are you having fun yet, is the question.
I'm so exhausted.
Perfect. That's exactly how I like it. Guys, this is a charity stream. This is a charity meme. If you'd like to add to this nonsense and just see if we could just drive Katie nuts. Hit that donation section down below. You can donate for all kinds of fun things. We've already smashed through our goal. We're already at over $400. Let's see if we can hit double the goal today. Let's just jump into it, Katie. What do you got for us?
So it's a dark evening. It's probably nearing 8 p.m. The rain is pouring, thunder is booming all around you. And our sweet blonde-haired psychic, Miss Sookie Flapjacks, you exit your car and you exit to this beautiful manor, about 3 stories, very Victorian looking, probably a little bit more rundown than you expected, especially since you got this invitation out of nowhere and you had nothing else to do on a Saturday night. You got the night off work. How about come and have some great dinner? And the invitation,
separate things, or oh no,
the invitation said that it was interested in having a group of like-minded people gathered for this dinner, and you weren't sure what your mind was similar to, but you can be involved in something. So you walk up to the front, and before you even get to the door to knock or say that you're even there, the door opens to this man standing in front of you with a shiny bald head, little spectacles on his nose. He's very broad-shouldered and in a finely made suit with tails. And he looks at you and nods as Miss Flapjacks, I presume.
Yep, that is my name. It is. It very much is. By the way, she's wearing, a white T-shirt somehow. But it's been raining. So there you go, Katie.
Thank
Perfect.
you. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Southern white negligee as she runs through a graveyard for no reason.
Yep. God, it's see-through. Hi, Yep, that's me. I'm Miss Flapjacks.
He steps back and welcomes you into the house, and you're not wearing a jacket, so he just sort of looks you up and down. I'm the butler for Mr. Noir, your host for the evening. If you'll come with me, I'll lead you into the sitting room. And he sort of leads you through this big foyer. And as you walk in, there's only one other person there. It's a man in a sort of a wine red suit. His hair's slicked back, and he's sipping on a glass of wine. He sort of raises an eyebrow at you, gives you a nod, but doesn't speak.
Cool. Which room is this again? The sitting room?
Yeah, probably the study sitting room kind of. There's a fireplace roaring.
Great. I'm going to go stand by the fireplace. It's obviously, I am chilly. So I will go do that, and I will stand in awkward silence with this gentleman if he does not feel like talking.
All right. Somewhere along the night, Mr. Egbert, you found yourself needing a ride, and none other than a seriously sexy-looking man by the name of Dr. Fried Tucky was able to give you a ride up to the manor. And as the two of you pull up, I believe, Strider, you have a beginning of session move as the Flake called Connect the Dots.
That I do. At the beginning of the game, I get to roll a sharp check, kind of like an intelligence check, I've gathered. And I get to hold on to questions I can ask the DM based on how good my roll is.
Exactly.
Hey.
Ooh, you get none.
Starting off strong. That's kind of the equivalent of that one.
Good
Awesome.
job.
I am just too distracted by this handsome doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Technically, if this was a series, you would mark experience. You can if you want to. You may get enough experience to get another move. Who knows? It's up to you. If you fail, if you get less than a 7, you can mark experience. It's considered a fail. Yeah, the two of you pull up to this beautiful manor, and you are so distracted by this beautiful doctor beside you. These glasses just bring out his eyes, and there's something about the noises that he makes. These guttural noises.
Dr. Fried Tookie dismounts the motorcycle they've been riding on.
Motorcycle in the rain. Okay.
His large bill flapping in the air. He's wearing a light blue jacket and pants with a red shirt and a yellow bow tie. Looks towards you, Egg. What you hear is, "Are you ready? We're here."
Oh my god. Eggs is climbing off the back of the motorcycle. He is a balding older gentleman with just a little bit of white around the back of his head. Most of this hair on top of his head seems to have migrated to his tremendous mustache and pointy goatee. He is wearing a crumpled, rumpled tweed jacket and some old scuffed khaki pants. Though they do not look recently cleaned or pressed, he's fastidiously playing with the buttons on the sleeves, making sure the neck is nice and tight. You said you were a doctor, didn't you? A doctor in what?
Human psychology.
Oh my god.
Interesting. Well, where exactly do you get a degree in human psychology?
Oh, well, I've traveled all around. France, England, America, studying the people and where they go. It's quite exciting. How about you? Tell me about yourself.
My name's... this invitation said Eggs. Benedict Egbert. Sorry, my mind's a little frazzled. I don't know anybody that owns a mansion.
Neither do I, but it's a nice invitation. Come and just get out of this rain before we get scrambled.
Incredibly suspicious.
God damn it. As you walk forward, just like with Miss Flapjacks, the door is opened automatically. This time you see a woman, sort of this stereotypical French maid outfit, probably rather too short for the temperature of the night. Her it's not Suki, but her blonde hair is curled and she has a little cap on, and she says, "Oh, it's very nice to have you. Were you here for the dinner?"
Perhaps.
Well, come on in. There's people already here in the sitting room. They're enjoying wine and hors d'oeuvres. You're gonna have such a great evening. And she sort of turns, and you see like the end of the little skirt sort of bounce up a little bit. This is just a very inappropriate outfit for her to be wearing, but she bounces down the foyer, not really waiting for you to follow, but you get the impression of where she's going.
I think I'm a fan of this mysterious Mr. Noir.
Indeed. Let me just wipe my feet. And then he walks in. Still bobbing.
She leads you into the sitting room where you see a gentleman sitting there with dark hair, sipping on a glass of wine. His eyes sort of tuned on this blonde woman who is beside the fireplace, seemingly warming up. Little bit of see-through on this white t-shirt she's wearing.
A little bit. You can see her like bright red bra underneath also.
Of course it is.
And it's kind of like glowing a little. Just like a little though. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Just a little. Don't worry about it.
If you gentlemen would like to have a glass of wine, there's an alcohol card over here. Only the finest for Mr. Noir's guests. And she leads you inside, and without waiting, she turns and leaves the room, leaving the four of you there.
I'm just so taken aback by this very handsome man who just walked into the room with his fine suit and glasses. I'm just gonna, as I was like wringing my hair out by the fire, I'm gonna like bend and snap up when he walks in.
Bend and snap, nice.
Yeah,
Works every time.
Yeah.
Turkey has a drink and he's just bending his entire head down with his beak in the drink. Like...
Last but not least, Oh, we have crit successes to all players. So if you want to use those, it'll just be like you've rolled a 12 on anything you want to roll for. Thank you, Ozzy. Yay. So last but not least, pulling up in this sort of clunker, as you would describe it, is our last guest. And as you're pulling up, you turn this sort of, curved driveway, and this huge blast of lightning and thunder hits down. And I'm going to have you, since you were also playing the Flake, Mike, you can roll your Connect the Dots. I think you picked that one as well.
I did, yeah. Let me see here. Connect the dots. What am I rolling? Sharp on this one?
Yes.
Ka-chow. Oh, ka-chow. A 9.
Okay, so when you roll a 7 to a 9, you get one question.
Okay.
You can ask it during any time. You don't have to ask it right now, but
Okay,
it's,
cool.
is this person connected to current events more than they're saying? When and where will the next critical event occur? What does a monster want from this person? Is this connected to previous mysteries we have investigated? We'll probably nix that one. How does this mystery connect to the bigger picture?
Ooh,
So
okay.
at any time during the game,
Yep.
remember you have that one hold, that one question to ask, and I have
Perfect.
to answer honestly.
Perfect.
As this lightning strikes down, I mean, you see it clear in the sky, the jagged shape of it. It lights up this manor, and you see just for a split second on the 3rd floor, just the shadow of 2 people who sort of look like they might be fighting. You see hands going crazy, and you see something being thrown, but as it goes dark again, just in that split second, it's gone. You can't see it anymore.
Yeah, he looks at it curiously. Must been a trick of the light. It's nothing. It's nothing at all. He pulls out the envelope, which is a matted, rolled up ball, and I guess this is it. And he jams it back into the pockets of his. It's a tweed jacket with the shoulder, not the shoulder, the elbow pads on there. And if you had to pick a Lauren-esque actor to be in this, it's Curtis Armstrong. Also, the guy who played Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. That's what he looks like. Yeah. Also, Metatron from Supernatural. Looks like that guy. He's got crazy disheveled hair, receding hairline, salt and pepper beard that's trimmed short, and half of his shirt's untucked. He's got water just seeping in the bottom of the ankles of his pants because they're just too long. And he begins to walk in. He says, "Well, I think this is it."
Yeah, as you walk in, the big broad-shouldered, bald-headed butler comes out. Oh, I'm very sorry, I missed your arrival, Mr. Porkroll, I presume.
Well, you would assume right. That's me. Patty.
You have arrived. Oh, wonderful to meet you. My name is I go by Clean, Mr. Clean here.
Okay.
It's with a K though. People seem to try to spell it wrong all the time.
Right.
I'm not sure why.
It's a common letter. It's a common word.
Oh, yes.
It's like a verb. It's okay.
Anyway, please follow me. Your host, Mr. Noir, will be here any moment. He's just taking care of some business.
Oh, okay.
If you would just come, we can get you a drink, get you well acquainted with the rest of the guests.
Oh,
and
okay. Perfect.
brings you into the sitting room where you see the rest of the guests sitting there.
Oh, lady, excuse me. And he begins to pull up his tweed jacket and he brings it over to Suki and tries to cover. Your entire shirt is see-through. Let me just.
Oh, that's so weird. I did not even notice.
I figured as much, or you would have clearly covered up. Here.
Totally, thank you.
No problem.
I tied it around my waist.
That doesn't seem effective at all. That's okay. Whatever makes you more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
As you are all talking and socializing, you're getting your drinks, getting a little bit of a snack. There's, little, cocktail weenies and such put out. You hear the doorbell ring, and you sort of hear the maid that you, Dr. Tucky, and you, Mr. Egbert, had talked to earlier. I'll get it, don't worry. And she runs to the door, and as you hear it opening, you hear this, I waited outside for at least 5 minutes. I am honored guest here tonight. And you hear this like arguing going on as this loud, boisterous voice is brought into the sitting room. And it's this very well put together woman. She's wearing a huge sort of like feathered coat over her dress, and her hair is pinned back very nicely. She's probably a little bit more well dressed than anyone else in this room. And you all recognize her as socialite Barbara Bagal. She looks at the group and she just sort of gives each of you a strange look and just looks at the butler who's standing by the door. I really thought that Mr. Noir had better taste these days. I'd like my usual, please. And she goes to like sort of sit down on the couch very dramatically with her hand out as the butler brings a drink over to her.
Excuse me, if you had to say, what does Mr. Noir taste like?
I'm not sure. I mean, he smells very good, very meaty, like cinnamon, allspice, that kind of thing. But I've never tasted him personally. I'm not sure that's the type of dinner party we're here for.
Isn't he sitting here in the room?
The man pipes up and goes, "Oh, you think I'm Mr. Noir? No.
Oh.
I'm a guest, just like the rest of you."
What's your name? I know her.
I'm Dr. Pomegranate. I'm a scientist.
I actually once knew a Professor Plum.
Yes, we were rivals, bitter rivals, and he lost his life tragically
in a violent candlestick accident.
I heard it was either a candlestick in a hallway or the rope in the observatory.
I heard there was a lot of mystery about it.
Oh.
It's never been solved.
So many clues.
So sad. Oh.
Yeah, with the chicken. It's like every time you don't talk, I forget, and then.
Barbara leans forward and she has her drink. She takes a long drink of it. It's probably like an old fashioned. That's the sort of drink it looks like. She leans forward and just looks at the rest of you. So, I know this invitation said like-minded individuals, and I know why I'm here. Mr. Noir always invites me. I'm, basically royalty. So, what do I have in common with any of you?
Well, Miss Bagel, I think that...
Oh, it's Bagal. Thank you. Bagal.
Bagal?
Gazoon.
I hate it.
Bagal.
God damn it. I hate it so much.
That one got Strider, though.
Gazoon tights, both of you. Miss Bagel, I've made the observation that most of us here are named after foods, I think. Mansion's owned by a cult of cannibals and we're going to be eaten.
Oh no, cannibalism is out of fashion this season, darling. Don't worry about that. That was a couple of months ago. I think Mr. Noir went through his phase.
Well,
I look at Dr. Tucky.
Just like the side head of the eye, like.
Yeah.
And she looks over at you, Dr. Tucky. I mean, who hasn't tried a little bit of cannibalism here in their time? It's all the rage.
I thought it was out of fashion.
Well, it was out of, it was all the rage. It's semantics, darling. Don't worry. You should probably, do you need something to wear? You look...
No, I'm super comfy.
All right. And as this conversation is going on, you hear, I'd like to lead you all to the dining room for our first course, if that's all right by everyone. And the butler sort of smooths out his jacket and looks at everyone. We're going to be having courses that go through the night. It's something that Mr. Noir enjoys to have. He likes to get a little bit of exercise with his dinner.
Oh God, one by one. Shall
Well-
we be picking us off?
Well, excuse me, is Mr. Noir joining us?
He will be. He's upstairs getting ready. He's very, very particular about the image that he shows to his guests.
Does he need help getting dressed? I could help.
Oh, I'm sure you would be a wonderful addition to his already wonderful helping staff. No, we'll be all right.
Toki walks over to the butler and is like, what the butler just hears. So exactly how does this fine Honama know my address and gave me the invitation? Splendid display, by the way.
Oh, that will have to be something you asked Mr. Noir yourself. I just send the invitations out. He fills them out. And he's already walking away from you. And as you see in the foyer, you see the maid standing there. And she is sort of like standing at attention. And are you walking out as well, Dr. Tucky?
I think I gave like because I have a chicken head, so I have like 2 eyes. So I'm just like giving her like the seductive vibe, but it's a chicken, so I'm just like. It's very alluring.
Roll sharp to investigate a mystery, because as you walk out, you do see something. There's just something not right about the way she's standing there.
Ugh.
But yeah.
He said it's alluring.
I crit.
Okay, yeah. So you get 2 holds. You can ask 2 questions. But you, instead of what's on the list, what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is trying to be concealed here? You can ask any questions. You don't have to ask what's the listed ones.
Okay. Let's see. Investigate the mystery. See. I see. I suppose what's being concealed here, really.
She is nervously sort of like constantly adjusting her outfit. And as you walk forward and sort of get a glance at her with one of your, eyes on the side of your head, she's very bruised up, but not in like she's been beat up or gotten a fight kind of bruise. It's sort of as if she is her skin's very translucent. You're able to see these like parts where she's maybe had blood drawn recently on a lot of places.
I suppose the other one is, what sort of creature is it?
She's human. She's a mortal, completely human.
Okay, so I think Turkey just kind of walks by and just kind of give it like a and walks on.
She, you see, even though she's very pale, you do see a little bit of a blush rise to her cheeks, and she just has this little sigh as you walk by. And the butler is standing there looking at the rest of you. If you'd like to follow, we wouldn't want dinner to get too cold.
Well, unless the first course is a salad, in which case, the colder the better. That's what I say.
It's
don't
not
exercise us too much. We get gamey.
Why do you assume? And Bagal stands up. He thinks we're going to eat him. It's the whole name thing. And the butler sort of, well, don't worry. No one here is interested in eating anyone. And he sort of turns and...
One of my abilities lets me know if people are lying to me or not.
Straight to your
This
face.
man's telling the truth.
He's telling the truth. No one here is interested in eating anybody.
Oh, thank God.
You were really worried about that.
Well, Suki, is that my tweed jacket?
Oh, yes. It's very cozy.
Where'd you get that?
He gave it to me.
Where'd you get my tweed jacket?
That's my jacket.
That is clearly my jacket.
But excuse me, I came in wearing that.
Oh,
I
wait,
mean, are
I'm still-
either one of you wearing a jacket right now?
Yes, I'm still wearing mine. Never mind, carry on.
I can't handle it.
It looks very good on me, so I'm gonna keep it for a while.
At least until you're dry.
That could take a long time.
Especially if you're always in the showers.
Gross.
Is there a shower here?
We can explore.
At least 15. There's at least 3 hours worth of showers in this place.
3 hours with this. What this show is, just showers, and somehow Josh making chicken noises.
It's just Lauren doing this for 3 hours and chicken sounds.
Oh,
Some new game
Let's do it.
showers and subterfuge.
oh God, no!
I'm dead.
This is supposed to be a serious game.
Cool.
He leads you all into the dining room, and Dr. Tuck, you get there first, and you see this this chef, very stereotypical, white chef's coat, big hat, is dipping out soup into bowls at marked places on the table, and it looks like a very lightly orangish red tomato bisque looking soup.
Is it
As they-
monkey's brains?
No, I forgot about that. It should have been. I forgot that part. And as you watch the chef go back to the kitchen, the door swings closed behind them, and the maid follows you in. Your place is right here, and you notice that you've been sat on one side. You've been sat beside Mr. Egbert, Miss Flapjacks, and Mr. Porkroll on the other side, alongside with Miss Dr. Pomegranate, and Miss Bagal is on the side with Dr. Tucky, and at the head of the table is an empty spot for a Mr. Noir.
I think Tucky kind of sits down, looks at Egbert, just kind of gives him like a reassuring nod, gets out where a cloth, kind of tucks it in, and then it's kind of like brings up the bowl, leans it to one side, and it's like.
I feel safe with you around. I don't know what it is.
Me too.
Miss Bagal just sort of watches you. Oh, this is disgusting. And then she turns to look at Mr. Porkroll and Miss Flapjacks and Mr. Pomegranate. So, I know, have any of you ever met Mr. Noir, as I have?
No.
Suki is busy, lasciviously chewing soup. Like the spoon is just getting a good working.
God damn it.
I don't have a spoon with me, which is a failure. I have a pickle.
I think it's a win that you don't have a spoon with you right now.
Wait.
I have a pickle, but terms of service, so I'm not going
Can
to.
we rewind just a minute? Why do you have a pickle? Just
Because I get snacky. I'm here for 6 hours in a row, Mike.
Where's Allie? I need Allie to control you because this is ridiculous.
Sometimes you need streaming props. It's
Yeah.
a snack and it's a prop.
I hate this so much.
Hashtag pro streamer. Bring your pickles.
Oh my god.
is that why I'm not partnered yet? Because I don't have pickles?
You don't have pickles.
Oh, it's because you invite us here.
That's true. That's the real reason. I'm
Yeah,
not because
so-
you have pickles.
The spoon is just like getting it.
The chef comes out again with this pushing this this cart with you see freshly baked bread on it. It smells very good. It fills up the room.
What kind of bread, Katie?
I like
I
French
didn't-
bread. I'm a fan.
I didn't think this through. You thought
None of this. Okay, we're gonna focus. We're focused now.
It's not a baguette.
Yes, it is. Let's continue.
Okay. Bringing out freshly baked bread it's steaming, and begins to place a piece on each of your beside your bowls of soup, and very silently walks out again. And the butler comes in and just says, if you'll excuse me, just enjoy your meals. I'm going to go check on our host. This is very odd that he's taking so long. And you sort of see him make a face to the maid, and they walk out of the room, and Mr. Pomegranate is like slowly sipping his soup. He is drinking it by the whole bowl, just picking up and taking sips, and looks at the rest of you. So none of you know why we're here tonight?
No idea.
What exactly is it that you do, Mr. Pomegranate?
I'm a scientist for NASA. We're dealing with, very, very high-tech things I'm not allowed to discuss. I'm not actually sure why I was invited either. I've never even heard of Mr. Noir besides some interesting rumors here and there.
No. Space science, you say?
Yes.
Interesting.
I mean, it's sort of boring. I'm trying to get out of it. I'm more interested in modeling. I thought that might be why Noir has invited me. He might have seen my portfolio, but
What does this guy look like again, Katie?
I didn't really describe him. What do you want him to look like, Lauren?
Oh.
Beale.
Beale?
Yes, he looks like Stephen Moyer.
Stephen Moyer. Oh, God.
No, I'm not.
Is everyone here like really attractive?
What now?
Is everybody here like really attractive?
I'm not.
I am.
Listen, some people might be into that look, Strider.
I don't know if you've seen Curtis Armstrong, but go ahead and give that a Google, and you'll have that answer.
No. I'm gonna stay by the chicken. He's the other hottest person in this room.
The chicken is the hottest, yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, no, I'm down.
You know, NASA science spaceships, that's all interesting, but you said rumors. What sort of rumors? Besides the cannibalistic rumors, I've heard those rumors.
You do seem fixated on those.
As you asked Dr. Pomegranate, he sort of raises an eyebrow and puts his soup bowl down. I mean, I hadn't heard of the cannibal rumors. That's a new one. I'm going to share that with everyone at work. But I had heard that he's into some occult things, deals with devils, that kind of, normal rich people stuff.
No, normal rich people stuff?
Bagal just laughs. She says, yeah, we make deals with devils all the time. It's normal. It doesn't mean that they actually happen.
Oh. Miss Bagak, tell me. You said that we all are here because we have something in common with you. But what do you have in common with us?
Oh, I'm not actually sure that you have anything in common with me. You all seem a little... I don't want to be rude about this. A little beneath me.
Oh, I'm a waitress.
Oh, definitely her then, yes. I'm not sure. Maybe Mr. Noir saw something in each of you for a reason. I mean, we've been close friends for years and years, a very long time. But he doesn't share things with me. Yes, Lauren?
Can I read her mind?
Yeah, what is that? Yeah, I think you have to roll magic for that. Let me look real quick.
I think it's sharp because it's investigate a mystery or read a bad situation. I just want to get a feel like, what is her deal with Mr. Noir? She seems like super touchy about it.
Yeah, you can attune to the mind to a monster or minion. So roll weird.
Oh no, it's telepathy up top.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. You can do that. What are you going to do? Are you going to investigate a mystery or read a bad situation?
Probably investigate a mystery, just because like I don't know. She's being super weird. I want to see if you rejected her. Is mostly what I want to see, Katie.
Yeah, roll to investigate a
Because
mystery.
Mr. Noir looks like Alexander Skarsgård, which is my type. Okay.
We've already decided. Alexander Skarsgård.
The 7. So that's
Okay.
yeah. That's
You
good.
get one question. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed?
All right. So let's go with what is she concealing from me? What is being concealed?
So she isn't lying about knowing Mr. Noir for a very, 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 very long time.
Mm-hmm.
She is concealing the fact that she is not a human.
What is she?
You don't know. You just know that she's not mortal.
Cool. I just smile real big, my little gap in my teeth.
She continues to sip her soup, and she looks at all of you. Did you all enjoy what the chef made for us tonight? Mr. Noir was very worried about his menu. He asked me many questions about what kind of people you might be, and I of course told him I didn't know any of you. I think he wanted to impress you.
This tastes like it's full of monosodium glutamate.
What?
Even Miss Dr. Pomegranate raises his eyebrow. That doesn't ring a bell.
What does that matter?
I don't know. I like Progresso.
Like the soup?
Yes, weren't we talking about food?
I think we were talking about deals with devils and rich people things.
Yes, that was a weird
sell
thing
my
that
soul for
happened.
I wouldn't sell my soul for soup. That's not quite worth it.
No. I agree.
As you're talking, as you're having this
Conversation, Katie.
I don't know what to call this. It's a mess. That's what I can call this, a mess. It's a mess. As this is happening, you sort of hear this loud crash that sounds like it's coming from another part of the house. The butler and maid haven't returned at all since they've left, but you hear this loud crash followed by a very high-pitched scream, female scream.
No, there it is. I was waiting for that.
Well, why were you waiting for it?
Why wouldn't you try to stop it if you were waiting for it?
Yeah.
Cannibals?
Yes.
You, as you continue this, and you sort of hear this loud beating noise, sort of rhythmic, coming from the same area. Sounds like you don't hear any conversation or any kind of talk, and then you hear a door slam.
Well, Mr. Clean and the pretty French maid have not returned. Should we go check on them?
Well, this isn't my house, so I feel like I would be intruding.
If you suggest splitting up and looking for clues, I'm going to scream.
I was going to suggest staying together and looking for clues.
I'll be on the team that stays and eats.
Oh,
Well, there would be nobody to bring us the next course, because the butler helps with that.
the chef.
Well, the chef doesn't always. There's 6 of us.
She would know. She's a waitress. She knows how
would.
this works.
I know. 'Cause I'm a waitress.
Katie
And
just
that's
lost her
it.
team.
You're right.
It is my area of expertise.
Well, why don't me and Miss go and look see what's going on? Mm.
Wait, I can put words in their mind. In your mind, you hear, I wouldn't go anywhere alone with her.
I instantly flail out in excitement. It may hit you in the face.
Brayson. That was Brayson.
Did you say braised?
No.
Miss McGall looks at the rest of you and just slams her hands on the table. Well, I'm going to go investigate. I was here for a dinner party, and I'm not sure what's going on. Is anyone coming with me?
I don't think it's braised. I think it's Italian sausage. Yes, I'll come along. As long we should stick together. This is what happens. They try to separate us.
Who's they?
I'm not sure. Who are they? Are you talking about Mr. Noir? He invited us all here. He wants us all together.
They, them, the man. Haven't you ever heard they're out to get you? The collective they.
That's true. I have heard about them.
Yes.
Also, I don't eat Italian food. Too much pork.
No. Oh, not enough. Mm.
Hey.
Are you trying to seduce
I like
me?
Dr. Tucky. I'm staying with Dr. Tucky.
Is Dr. Tucky trying to seduce me? What's happening right now?
Dr. Duck is trying to seduce everybody.
He had one goal. He's gonna make it.
Uh,
Oh God. She stands up and goes back out into the foyer, and out in the area, it's clear there's no one out here. There doesn't seem to be anything out of sorts. But you can hear in the distance, another door open and close very quietly.
did it sound like it was coming from upstairs or on this floor?
It sounded like it was coming from the second floor, because you see 3 floors. You see one that's very high up. This is a very tall ceiling building.
Mm-hmm.
But from this one, sounds like it was coming from the second floor. And as you stand there, you hear another one open and close in another part. It sort of sounds like people are maybe trying to get somewhere.
Being sneaky?
Maybe a little bit.
Hello? I shout out.
We can hear you moving.
You don't hear any response.
Rude.
And as you're standing there looking around, the thunder rolls very loudly, the lightning cracks, and the lights go out.
You get hit in the face again, Laura.
Yeah.
I pray to whichever deities might be listening. This is more of a Scooby-Doo investigation and less of a Jeffrey Dahmer investigation.
I don't understand your reference. Why is everyone screaming?
Because the lights went out.
Oh, that's just there's a storm outside. It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm. It's just kind of creepy in here. There was all that talk about cannibalism.
That's true.
As the lightning flashes, Suki looks down and she's got like some soup, like right here. Maybe there's a shower.
She throws a window open and the rain rushes in and then she closes it. Like, oh, thank God.
Convenient.
That storm surge comes in, you know?
Yeah.
No, sillies, I'm just going to find me a shower.
Do you think it's a breaker box somewhere?
Oh, we could look for one. We could split up. No.
No.
Let's keep all our eggs in a basket.
Great, you can all come to the shower with me.
Okay.
Wait. All of us?
I mean, if you don't want to split up.
I don't think the tub is big enough for us.
You'd be surprised in these rich people's homes. They do a lot of crazy things.
Maybe Mr. Noir's just fallen and he can't get up. Maybe we
Right.
should go investigate what that crash was. And by we, I mean, Patty, pork roll. How about you go first?
Lead the way, Mr. Pork
No,
Roll.
no, I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay. Mr. Turkey, you're a brave man.
Good thing he's not chicken like the rest of us.
Touche.
I go in front of everyone. I look around as well. Is Miss Bagar still here?
Yeah, she's still. Her and Mr. Pomegranate are standing behind the two of you. They seem to be like close up together.
I don't like
But it mostly seems because Miss Bagal seems a little bit scared of the dark.
I'm sorry,
Sure.
Pro. Who? Miss who?
Oh, sorry, Miss Bagar.
Like,
Sorry, I mispronounced the name.
thank you. You want to be rude. It's not my
It's
guess.
true.
You really have to get the guttural sound in there. It's how it-
I need the
You
gar.
gotta get that
I've done this
from the
voice
back of the
before.
throat.
It's pretty polished.
Yeah, yes. It's a man of many voices.
It's a chicken of many rolls.
But yeah, I start leading away. I don't put any candles on or anything like that. I just walk.
It's rather dark, and as you go up the stairs, you can sort of what order are you in? What's your marching order? I know Tucky's leading the way.
I'm
are
behind Mr. Tucky, holding on to his arm in the dark.
I
okay.
imagine Patrick and Benedict fighting to
Yeah,
not be
I was gonna say the same thing.
behind us.
Patty and eggs are just fighting to be last. No, sir. After you.
As
I'll
the
take out
both,
the rear.
the both of you, though, as the rest of the group, and Pomegranate and Bagal go up the stairs as well. As the two of you, though, Pork Roll and Egbert, are sort of, finally making your way up the stairs, you see, out of the corner of your eye, both of you do, the sitting room where you were, the fireplace is still roaring. It's still very bright. That's like the only light in that room, and it's filling out into the hallway, the foyer. You see something that looks like something that blocks it for a moment, as if someone was hurrying past it in that room. And only you two see this as you're sort of, behind the group a little bit.
Pork roll, I have a different idea. How exactly did you get here this evening? Perhaps we should investigate outside, in the car, back home, away from this mansion.
That's a perfect idea. I actually brought my own car.
Oh, perfect. Is there any chance that the front door is locked? Is that close enough to go try?
Oh, you're still down there. You can easily turn around and go to the front door.
Well, I'm in if you're in.
I'm curious to see if it's still open.
The door is unlocked.
If they're trying to kill us all, why would they leave the front door unlocked?
Who's trying to kill us?
Them!
I don't know who that is.
That's true,
it does.
and they wouldn't want us to run away because then it would be even more gamey.
Yes. This is not adding up.
Maybe
Does
no
Mr.
one's trying to kill us.
Does Mr. Noir have cats?
You haven't seen any evidence.
Because something's moving around down here, and I was hoping it was a kitty.
Well, we could. What if we just all sit in my car, and then just stay there?
Is your car big enough for 6 people?
No.
They left the door unlocked. That's what they think we're going to do. They thought this through. They got into our heads.
You're right.
Let's just Scooby Dom or Jeffrey do this upstairs.
Okay.
I'm just looking at like Flapjack, like, bro.
Jeffrey, do.
Jeffrey Dumbledore.
Oh God.
This is an American thing, and I'm being attacked right now.
Hey, Katie.
Scooby Doo and Jeffrey Dahmer.
Hey, Katie, you want to run a horror game on the show? Yeah, sure, Mike.
Right.
I felt like it would be Mike never invited me back. I'm just never coming back.
Sure, we can have a horror stream. Let's invite Strider.
Any of them.
I just wanted to play a game with Strider, guys. We've been talking about it for months.
Well, you did it.
You made a mistake.
Good job.
We all do it.
We'll win.
As you go up the stairs, there doesn't seem to be anything out of place on, right as you're coming up. This is a long hallway of doors, and there's portraits on the wall of a man you don't recognize. And
Does he look like Alexander Skarsgård?
does look like Alexander Skarsgård.
I can extrapolate.
And Miss McGall, you sort of hear her whisper to Pomegranate, "Oh, he got that one painted last year. It's the newest one." And you sort of see this huge Swedish strapping man, blonde hair, who is sitting there like holding a sweet puppy in his arms.
Is he also shirtless?
He's not shirtless.
What, Katie? Come on. Why do you even come here?
I can't give you everything. He's holding a sweet puppy and just looking at it with just this loving look in his eyes. And you hear Pomegranate say, "Yeah, that's I heard that he didn't really like dogs. That was one of the rumors I heard." And Bagall says, "Oh no, they're one of his favorite things."
Oh, does he have dogs? Dogs skirt around in the dark. Okay, it was just a dog. Pork roll, calm down. It was just a dog.
"Oh no, darling, he doesn't actually own any. He just enjoys them."
Where's my Xanax?
It's probably in your jacket.
What do you mean? He enjoys them.
He just enjoys their company, is what I think. I mean, he gets many. They come and go. He keeps them for about a couple of months, from puppy to a little bit older, and then he gives them away and he gets a new one.
That seems responsible.
Fostering.
At least he's not bringing them to the pound.
Oh, you can't keep a pound in business around here with Mr. Noir.
So he
I don't-
really likes dogs.
I don't like the way you said that.
I don't like the way she says anything.
Well, let's go.
And this
I
hall-
think we're trying to make our way to what would be above the dining area.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and this hallway, super dark. I don't know if chickens can see in the dark, but we're gonna say that they can. So
I was very happy to say you can't. I just don't want to put any candles on.
yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say like you can sort of like see in certain things, you can definitely see better than anyone else can in this hallway, and it's sort of in an enclosed space. It's rather dark, but as you continue down this hallway, there are lights underneath certain doors. You can see. You don't see any movement, but as you get closer, you hear that door open and close from somewhere further down the hallway.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Oh,
'Cause, it's a horror film.
wait a second. I had something for this. And he reaches and then realizes he doesn't have his coat on, and he looks over to Suki and says, "Excuse me." And he just reaches into the coat, which is around your waist,
Oh my!
and pulls out a watchman's flashlight. So it's like the like steel flashlight, the large head, and he says, "I had this the whole time, in case." And he clicks it on.
You mentioned NASA. Is this modern enough that we would have like smartphones on our persons?
This is, yeah, I'll say that. Mhm.
I wonder what was in there poking me.
Yep, just my flashlight.
Though that flashlight is probably a little brighter if we have smartphones out, like flashlight turned on.
As you light this up, you see at the end of the hallway this figure standing there that looks very similar to these the portraits, and the back's turned to you, not making any sort of movement. Sort of just in the middle of this hallway. This hallway continues down, but this figure is standing there, and Miss McGall pushes through you. Oh, darling Mr. Noir, it's so great to see you. And as she walks forward,
Don't do it.
No, come back, don't.
as she walks forward, you watch as sort of the middle of this floor, or the middle of the floor begins to creak very loudly. As if it's not handling her weight. But she continues on. I've missed you. Where have you been? You've left me with these people who just don't know anything about anything. And the figure still isn't turning around. And as she continues on, you sort of see her you see the floor begin to give out beneath her.
Okay. She's terrible. I'm gonna try to tune in on him.
Okay.
But him though.
But him. So this sort of happens in slow motion. She begins to fall through this hole in the.
I can't do anything about that.
This hole in the floor.
I'll try and grab him.
Okay. We'll do Lauren's first. You try to tune in. Are you doing anything specific, or are you just trying to hear anything?
Tune in. You can attune your mind to a monster or minion. I'm suspicious of everyone here. So,
yeah, roll weird.
And then I can ask one of the questions. I'm gonna get this. 13.
Damn, yeah. So on a 10 plus, you get 3 questions. And you get 1+ ongoing while acting on any of the answers. So you can ask 3 of the questions.
Okay. What's it planning to do right now?
It was planning to lure you all into a sort of false security so it could hurt you.
Oh, that's mean, but I'm still kind of into it. Who's it going to attack next?
It doesn't. It's mean, but I'm into it. It's just Lauren. It does. It doesn't have a planned victim. It could do with any of you, but it specifically wants to get rid of Pomegranate.
Okay. Great. Oh my God. Is he Van Helsing? Okay. And well, then that kind of answers one of the questions. The only other one is how can I attract its attention? I'm thinking more like in the distraction realm for ongoing, like future things.
You get the sense, listening to this mind, that this is not even actually Noir. That this is sort of a projection of him.
Dick.
So attracting his attention would be a little impossible, but to attract the real Mr. Noir's attention, you're going to have to find him.
Cool.
And you wanted to reach out to grab her, Dr. Tucky?
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Roll to protect someone, so roll plus tough.
Oh, good.
Oh, these rolls, guys.
I never lose.
So both you and the character you're protecting are unharmed and out of danger. And if you were protecting a bystander, We'll see. We'll see if she's considered a bystander. You go to reach out to grab her, and she's going through this as Miss Flapjack. You're sort of like tuning into this projection of Mr. Noir. You reach out to grab Miss Bagal as she begins to fall through this hole in the floor, and you catch her right as she loses her footing, and you see beneath you the kitchen below, and she looks up at you and goes, "Oh, my goodness, thank you. Who knows, one of you would come in handy."
I'm grabbing her arm, and I just like stand up and like lift her up, and you just hear like bah, 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 and then you just hear, "Of course, I'm always handy."
Handy or handsy?
My girl.
And for the first time with all of these lights now, all of you look around and you notice that this house is slowly beginning to change. It's not this nice, well put together Victorian mansion that you had approached from the outside. Either you didn't notice it before, or maybe this floor isn't taken care of. You're not sure. There are cobwebs in the corner. There's stains on the wall. It looks like if that cleaning staff has not been doing their job. And this doesn't seem like the only kind of dangerous part in this hallway. Some of these doors look like they're hanging on hinges. It looks horrible.
Everyone, the PSA, that he's not really here. That was a trap where someone definitely wants to do us harm.
I knew it. The cannibals are striking.
I don't know if he's a cannibal, because wouldn't you just hurt us toward the kitchen? Oh, that's when
He was trying to.
Yeah, you're right.
The hunger, it's setting in. We're going to wind up eating each other.
Excuse me. How is he not real?
Oh, look. I'm gonna take off your jacket and like wipe the sauce off me and then throw it at him.
As you throw it, and because you sort of ball it up to make sure you can get some, length on it. You throw it, and it's like this figure just dissipates out of reality for the rest of you.
That was strange.
Miss Bagal looks at all of you and goes, "Well, I'll be. I didn't know he could do that."
Sure you didn't.
But what else did you know that he could do?
I mean, he's a very talented man.
That didn't answer my question.
I don't want to give away too many secrets. They're not mine to give away.
He was literally just trying to kill you.
Was he trying to kill me, though?
Yes. But I think he's scared of you. And I turn around to face Dr. Pomegranate.
That was aggressive.
You
monster! I hate space!
As you do, his face gets like, what do you mean scared of me?
I don't know. I think he wants to hurt you most of all. Maybe it's because you are very sweet, because you are a pomegranate.
Call him Persephone, Noir. He's going to eat you.
Oh, that's good. Eggs, I like you. You're a little crazy. I like that.
I get that.
I'm not sure what you mean. I don't even know the guy. I doubt he knew me. I just thought he might have seen my portfolio somewhere. I mean...
Are you a monster hunter?
No?
Okay. Cool.
Are you a monster?
Ooh, good question. As I look at Miss Bagal really pointedly.
So do I.
He looks at you.
Look sideways.
One eye. He looks at you, Eggs, and he says, "Of course not." And he's lying.
Oh, God, it's happening.
Okay. Well, we should probably all go now.
Go where?
Katie, I'm going to spend my question. That's the word. I'm going to spend my question from Connect the Dots. My question is, where and when and where will the next critical event occur?
Oh, I've had to make this game so different. It's going to occur beneath you.
Well, shit. He turns to everyone and says...
And in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. He turns to everyone and says, what do you guys think we should do next?
I think we should stay here for about 5 to 10 minutes and talk things out.
Why don't we just go? I mean, there's obviously some kind of illusion magic, or we were all drugged by the sauce or the drinks or before. I've been drugged many times. So I think we should probably just go, because he's like obviously some kind of illusionist. Maybe he's like a warlock y'all were talking about, you know, making deals with devil. I think most rich people are warlocks.
I'm not a warlock. Miss McGall pokes up. I'm very rich. No, she's telling the truth.
What are you then?
What do you mean? I'm a socialite.
People used to ask me all that all the time, like, what are you? But what are you?
A Libra?
Bro.
I love how done. I think Mike's actually more done than I am. For once.
I think we should go. Let's just go out to our cars. I mean, I Ubered here, so somebody else. I'll ride with you, Dr. Tucky. And we should just go.
It's going to be hard to fit 3 people on a motorcycle.
I can go in the middle.
I'm setting them up, and you are knocking them down.
I'm just thinking about making this a weekly stream. This is going to be a new season.
I'll have to be committed.
Just in jokes and memes.
All right, how about Mr. Pomegranate? You can go look for clues and see what's happening, and the rest of us will go investigate our transportation out of here.
I think Dr. Pomegranate should stay with us. I think he is in the most danger.
I mean, I don't really know how you would know that, but I trust you. You have a very trustworthy face.
Miss Flapjack, can I talk to you?
Sure, I love talking to people.
He's lying. He's not a human. He's some kind of terrible, awful monster.
Which one?
The pomegranate. He's
Miss McGall is a terrible, awful monster too, and she's also not human.
They're them.
Yeah.
The them that I've been talking about.
Oh, they're them.
They're the them.
Okay.
They're the
Gotcha. I understand completely. Yes.
You two should go investigate the kitchen.
As you're having this sort of aside, you hear a loud crash of pots and pans and various cutlery coming from beneath you in the kitchen. The hole in the floor is making it very easy to hear.
Hear over.
What do you think we should do?
Investigate a mystery, Fried Tucky.
Sure.
You
What's
can't
that?
exactly see what's happening. Roll with Sharp. You can't exactly see what's happening, but you know something's happening there beneath you.
I never fail.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Rolls. You get 2 questions. What happened here? What sort of creature? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What's being concealed?
Well, since I can't see here, and I want to know what's going on, what's being concealed?
Okay. So what's being concealed is you get, as you see this, you hear this loud crash of pans and cutlery and things like that. You sort of bend down, Dr. Tucky, and you're looking, trying to get a glimpse of what's happening as the rest of the group is having their aside. And Mr. Porkroll is sort of, what are we going to do? You see just the glimpse of a foot like laid down and it being dragged away slowly.
Let's see here. And then my other one is Where did it go?
You don't know the layout of this house, but you can assume you've probably been invited to nice houses, nice areas. You know, you probably know rich people's homes. You can assume there's probably some kind of servant's entrance here or a cellar, something like that. That's probably where this is heading toward.
Okay. So a quick question. Do we have like our items with us and stuff?
You had gear.
I thought you
Yeah.
said iTunes.
I did too.
Yeah,
Sorry.
With this.
I have my Apple iPad.
Yes, and it is loaded with the new U2 album.
Nice.
Oh.
No.
Look at that throwback meme.
We have all the memes.
Yeah.
This is just apparently the first game was so dramatic. This had to be a meme stream.
That's actually we're gonna have this as a new weekly stream. It's called Memester of the Week. And
Memes
that's-
stream.
Nice.
Memes of the week.
I
Nice.
forgot about the U2 album. I had repressed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's
That's
back.
actually Eggs' favorite album.
Oh no.
It's the only one on his iPhone because it came with it for free.
So I turn over to everyone and I just like like what you will hear just like, all right, stuff's going down. It's time to get serious. And I go into like my jacket and I pull out the shotgun and I just like crank it with one hand and I just say, it's time to get philosophical.
Wait,
And I jump back and down into the hole.
but oh no!
Holy shit!
But I can fly. So I just
I can fly.
I was gonna say also to the question of that, you also if you realistically if you would have something on you, you can have it. Y'all know I don't give a shit. not anymore.
Not hashtag meme star here. Patty looks to the only other sensible person here, that being Eggs, and he says, "But, Mr. Egbert, what do you think we should do?"
Yes, leaving. Very good idea. What kind of doctor packs heat to a fancy dinner? All these people are insane. He says that while producing from his tweed jacket, also a shotgun. It's a sawed-off.
Just slips out of his sleeve.
We should go.
Sure.
But go
let's-
where?
To the cars.
Yeah, home. Gone. Bye.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll meet you guys right there.
Why don't we just walk down together?
Because I don't have a good reason, but I feel like the more of us are together, the easier it is for them to get all of us.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep doing it. Okay, so there is a interesting thing in Monster of the Week. You can manipulate another hunter. So if one of you would like to do that, you can do it.
I actually want to try. I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
Pork for his car keys.
He pats his jeans and says, I don't have them.
They were in his jacket. It's on the other side of the big hole.
God damn it.
Okay, I'll try to manipulate him. Hold on.
Okay, so
No,
when you
I-
manipulate another hunter, you're gonna roll charm.
Oh, right. I still have to roll it as normal, so we'll see what happens. Ooh!
Okay, 10. Wait, what did you roll?
A
A
7.
7. Sorry. Okay, so on a 7 to 9, if you want to do this, it's up to you, whoever you're manipulating. You're manipulating pork roll. You get to mark experience if you do what is asked of you, but you don't have to. You haven't been fully manipulated.
Yeah.
It's still your choice.
I'm just trying to get him to stay together because we are stronger in numbers.
But the floor is weak, and I have to give him my keys. And he points
Maybe
across.
we should just we could call an Uber. Watch here. It'll be here in
You don't have any service, and there's
Oh,
no
damn it.
Wi-Fi in this house.
this is the worst place. I hate it. Can't listen to my Spotify playlists.
Oh, I have music.
No. No, thank you.
I have the entire U2 album.
No, thank you. All right,
It's the Joshua trees.
Patty, I think if we stay together, we have a greater chance of eggs shooting anything that gets in our way.
But the keys.
I think maybe we'll just run. That seems fine.
He looks down at his frame and his clearly not running body.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how far I'll get. I really think I need to get these keys. It's the fastest
Okay,
way.
Fine, let's stay together and get the keys.
Okay, how should we get them?
Someone's gonna have to run and jump. Either one of you particularly tough.
We'll come back to that and let you guys figure this out. Dr. Tucky, you had your little moment as you jumped down into this hole, and you flapped your wings a little bit. Wasn't strange to anyone else. You hear Miss Bagal above you go, "Do you need any help?"
Bagal!
Well, if I come down, you have to catch me. I've almost fell already. She like lowers herself through the hole, and you sort of see her legs above, and she drops down and drops into your arms and says, "No, why did you come down here? Where are we going?"
Let's do this. Don't worry. I know what's happening. I saw someone's foot get dragged, and it was strange. I think the staff are being captured. And I look at her and I just say, "But you have to tell me the truth. What's going on here? What's really going on?"
And as you look around this kitchen, this is a dirty kitchen. Any person with any taste might regret eating anything served from this kitchen. There's sort of flies buzzing. It's not well kept together at all. And you see the noise that you heard. All these pots and pans are all, and it's a big kitchen. So across the floor, everything is scattered across. And you see there's no meat here, but you see knives that looks like they have, recently been used. They're sort of bloody. You see cooking utensils that look like they have recently been used as well. But you don't see the cook. They're nowhere to be found. And Bagal looks at you and goes, I'm telling you the truth. I was invited here by Mr. Noir, who's a friend of mine, 100% true. And this was supposed to be a party for him.
Yeah, I kind of look around, and when everyone was eating, did I see her eat?
Yeah, she was eating.
I just say to her, say to her, "Look at this place, it's filthy. You say you're in fineries, but your friend is disgusting."
I didn't know this is what the kitchen looked like. I've never been in here before. I've never set foot in a kitchen in my life.
I just look at her and go, "It's okay, we're alone. You can trust me." And I have Dark Negotiate, which means I can manipulate a monster as well as a person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so roll to manipulate.
And I use weird because of that.
Weird. Mm-hmm.
Now this is where I fail.
Can I use? You have that crit.
Yeah, can I use it before or after the roll?
I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. I'll use the crit.
I should have said before when you fail.
Still never fail.
Yeah, they will do whatever you want them to do. So you're trying to manipulate her to tell you the truth.
Yeah, and to kind of like trust in me, right? So like saving her and then doing this, and to kind of like see me as an ally and someone that to kind of trust and not betray.
She looks at you very softly and says, "Fine," and pulls you aside, pulls you over to the fridge, and as she opens it, it's blood bag above sat on blood bag, as if they've gotten it from a blood bank. Look, I'm not exactly human, but I was bored about 100 years ago, and I decided to become a vampire. Someone was offering. I had nothing else to do. Why not, just do it? So Noir
That's
here. Yeah, I mean, really, come on. Noir here is what's the word? A traitor, perhaps? We don't really know yet, but we want to nip it in the bud. It just so happens that all of you were invited to distract us. Us being Pomegranate and myself, and the butler, and the maid, and the cook. We want him dead, Noir.
Yeah. Nice. So yeah, I think on the 10 plus, I think they do become alive. Rest of the thing and the thing. So like, I just kind of like, I grab her and like pull her close, and I just kind of say, and I'm just like, don't worry, you're not alone here. And I take off my glasses. I too am undifferent. Don't worry, I like younger women. Because I'm also immortal and I don't age, so.
Yeah, this is happening.
Content.
But girl, this chicken doesn't go bad either. Oh.
God damn it, Mike.
I'm here to roost.
No.
Why? I gave her too much power.
But girl, what say we make some chicken nuggets?
Grab a wing and come this way.
She looked at you and she said, well, as long as I can trust you. I mean, I'm pretty sure we were planning on eating all of you. If you could just put that behind us. Not eating particularly, but, drinking.
I like cock my shotgun. Chicken's back on the menu. And I kick open the door and I go forward.
God damn it. Yeah, and you kicked open the door to what looks like a servant's entrance down to a cellar. We'll go back upstairs to the rest of you as you've been sort of arguing to how to get across this big hole in the floor.
I've got it. It's fine. So my clothes are still wet and just like perpetually dewy. So I'm gonna take them off, and then we're gonna like lasso them across, and because they're wet, they'll grab the jacket and pull it back. That's what's happening.
Which
It's a
of your
solid
clothes did you
plan.
take off?
Not my glowing bra. That's
Okay.
still on.
Just curious.
My glowing bra is still on.
Oh, my.
You're welcome. So yeah, we're gonna lasso it over there and pull it back. That's how we're getting the jacket.
And she's from the South, so she clearly knows how to lasso.
I do.
That's a thing I just assume all Southern belles know how to do.
Yeah,
I've never lassoed in my life, but
Well,
okay.
You're fucking up, Katie. Look at where that's got you.
Clearly. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best thing for you to roll for this.
Nothing. You're just gonna let me do
I'm
it
just gonna let you do it.
because I'm on brand. I'm hitting my key of being Lauren.
Would it be,
So-
would it be
Playing a lot
cool?
of
I guess
ball.
it'd be cool,
No.
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say roll cool to act under pressure. So
Okay.
that's how cool it's gonna be.
Okay. I don't have anything. Let's see. I don't know that I want to use my crit on it.
Your choice.
I'll run and jump across the damn hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna fail. I think that sounds fun.
You
You
throw
lose
your
your shit.
clothes right down the hole. In
Oh,
fact, Dr. Tucky, as you're like walking, you kicked over the door, you hear like this slap down of wet clothing on this linoleum
no,
tile.
tell me it lands on his face.
I also want this.
Okay, it lands on top of you. It lands on your
And
face.
now you're in the Southern negligee.
It's
This
a
This was, the,
effortlessly.
this was the plan the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna throw it. Oh, no.
This is more sexy.
Now I definitely
Pagal
need a
is
shower.
losing her shit. She's so hot and bothered right now.
Sorry, I don't have great aim. I'm probably a little drunk. Does somebody else want to try? You guys could strip too. We can just
Fight
do
or flight. Adrenaline kicking in. Let's do this.
Okay,
Roll cool to act under pressure.
you can do it.
I'm going to probably need to use my crit.
You can. I'll let you guys use it before or after. I don't care. Yeah. So if you want to roll and save it, you know it's.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my crit.
How bad's a 3, Katie?
That's the worst you can roll. No, you. It look the rest of you and even Pomegranate's just like, oh Lord. But there's no time to stop you. You guys sort of see eggs get ready. What does it look like as you jump across? How are you doing this?
He gets back. He's running with very straight up and down posture, just moving his hands like, okay, leap. Like talking out loud.
There's coffee in my nose.
You guys for just a split second think that Mr. Egbert is going to fall down the hole just as
He stumbles right at the end.
yeah, just like Miss Flapjack's closer. You think like his feet look like they're not gonna find purchase, but you do manage to make it across. And
Do I have to jump back?
I'm gonna keep your roll. Don't worry. You made it once. You can make it again. And the jacket is there on the floor. No harms come to it. And as you go to pick it up, one of the lights from beneath the door, you see what looks like someone pass behind the door and sort of block out the light for a moment.
Can I fire my shotgun with reckless abandon at the door?
Someone else.
Yeah, why not? Let me look at what your shotgun does. Yes, you definitely can. I'm going to have you roll to kick some ass. So roll tough.
Oh no. Okay. 10.
Oh, so yeah, you fire your shotgun at this door and it goes off loud in this hallway to all of you. It's very deafening. You get an extra effect if something is to happen, Strider. You can gain the advantage and take +1 forward or give +1 to another hunter, and that will carry on until it's used. You inflict terrible harm to whatever might be there. You suffer less harm. You haven't suffered any harm yet, and you force them where you want them.
Where was the figure moving? Still within danger zone?
So it seemed like the figure was right there at the door, and as you fire your shotgun off, it's just sort of pellet holes in the door. You haven't put a hole in the doors per se. You don't see anything there at the moment.
You said I could give that +1 to any hunter?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take that +1 then, and I'm not going to give it to myself. I'm actually going to give that to Dr. Tucky moving forward.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you have a +1 that you can put on any roll. It's just a one-time thing, but you can put it on any roll that you want to use.
This bagel is startled by gunfire or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't see anything behind this door, Egbert, but you hear sort of a moaning noise as if you have hit something.
Hello, is there someone there? A lot of you see him firing guns and then asking, is someone over there?
Yeah, the rest of you are probably getting your hearing back at this point. And
I'm staring in shock at what just happened.
Pomegranate calls around, are you all right? What did you fire at? And you're still hearing this moaning, Egbert.
He's gonna go into the jacket pocket and see if there's car keys.
Yeah, they're there.
He's gonna toss the keys back across the hole to the other people.
Yeah, they you're able to catch them, no problem, Flapjacks. There's light in this room. You've got the torch light, and you have the cell phone light, so you're able to see them and catch them, no issue.
I'm just gonna put those in my bra. I could have told you if he was in there. Just give me 1 second before you shoot anything.
Something was moving.
That could have been anyone. It could have been a dog. I'm going to tune in again since I'm already attuned.
Mm-hmm.
What's his face, Mr. Noir. And so I think I have to roll again, but I have +1 ongoing because I don't know what that means, but I have it.
Because you are acting on the answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you can roll weird.
Okay, and then it'll be with +1. So 7 then.
Okay. So you get 1 question.
Where is the creature right now?
It is in this room trying to you feel it trying to go towards somewhere cold and wet. You get the feeling it's trying to go toward the window, whatever this creature is.
So it was in the room?
It's in the room still.
Oh shit, I think you did get it. It's trying to escape. Get it.
Good, let it escape. We can escape too.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no, we can go. Let's go. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, so are you crossing back over, Eggs?
Yes.
Okay, you make the jump. It's still a little iffy, but you're able to get over, no problem. Dr. Tucky, as you go down this, like, it's a very narrow stairwell. It's very dark.
I should preface that I know I said I hit the door in, but I didn't say where I was kind of going. I was kicking the door back into like the dining room because I didn't want to like split the party since Pomegranate is also there to kill them and them as well.
Gotcha.
I was gonna like reconvene and be like, we're all on the same side.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So you kick the door, the swinging door into the dining room would just swing back to hit you, but you recover. You're smooth. You got this.
I make it all part of my spirit.
Yeah, exactly. And Bagal is still sort of like big eyes. I love a chicken who takes charge, and she follows after you. We're leaving that there. She follows after you. And you can sort of hear the gunshot as this is happening upstairs.
Yeah, so I come back upstairs, and I announce myself, and I'm just like, everyone, I found out the truth.
Well, it's a little bit, yeah, it's mostly the truth. She sort of closes behind you.
That's comforting. You're just undermining him. What did you find out, Dr. Tucky?
What is it?
So, and I walk past Pomegranate. These two, they're bloodsuckers, vampires. They're actually here to kill our host. And we were here as entrees and distractions.
It was it was a celebration. Pomegranate sort of pipes up. You were all going to be like, dinner afterwards. It gets thirsty killing someone,
Dinner, cannibals. I knew it.
I do know what it is like to be thirsty all the time.
Vigal looks at you, Egbert, and goes, "We're not cannibals. That, like I said, that phase is gone. It's in the past. We just like to drink blood. There's a big difference. I mean, we might have, if we ended up liking you, we might have left some of you alive. I sort of like her. And I do have to say, I don't think I can drink the blood of a chicken."
Oh.
Who's a chicken?
What do you mean a chicken?
Vampire mind games.
Oh, a coward.
That makes sense.
She looks at you, Tucky, and she just goes, "Yes, a coward. Yes."
I wouldn't drink my blood either.
Why?
Oh,
Are you not tasty?
No, I'm a
he's
coward.
just full of syphilis.
Wow.
In fact, we all are. You don't need to drink blood from any of us.
I mean, I don't think you're cowards. You did come to a random house in the middle of the night.
I like a good party.
That you didn't know. You didn't know who invited you at all.
Well, I didn't want to be rude.
I thought it was an eyes wide shut situation.
I tend to have my eyes open
Me too.
as often as possible.
One can dream.
And Flapjacks have a lot in common, actually.
Funny.
They're both from the south.
Oh, God.
Right. So we're leaving because Egbert shot him.
Well, the thing is, letting you leave. And Pomegranate sort of raises his eyebrow and looks at her, and you see them sort of share a look.
No.
It's the thing with Mr. Noir, you sort of know a lot. And I'm not sure that I trust him, and she points to Tucky.
wow.
I'm not sure that I can trust the rest of you not to. I mean, if my name is spread with vampirism, I'll be ruined.
Come on, nobody ever believes anything I have to say.
Yeah, look at him. He's crazy.
I mean, that's very true. And Pomegranate's nodding over in the corner as well. But I'm also still, I was looking forward to a party, and this has been rather boring.
These fucking vampires.
I'm sick of these mother flipping vampires in this mother flipping mansion.
Manor.
If I can, I want to go with the pomegranate. And I'm just gonna be like, put my hand on his shoulder. Bro. You don't need to do this. There's enough chickens to go around.
Pomegranate looks at you and just says, "And what do you think we're going to do?"
Anything. Mostly kill the person you're here for.
Anything you want.
Bagong gets close to you and says, "Darling, I know your secret. Why would you want to share any kind of sympathy for these kind of people? You're very interesting, but these people, I mean, I can, dinner."
They're all interesting. Look at that.
I'm in my underwear and I'm psychic.
Your little bra's glowing a little bit. Bagal and Pomegranate are still shaking their head, just like, "Well, no matter what we do, we'll deal with you later. We still have to find Noir. If he blows the head off of all of this, then you'll all be implicated as well." Have any of you heard him?
Implicated in what?
I mean, he's a betrayer to the vampire cult. If we don't get rid of him, we can just tell everybody that you helped him. You'll have to run for the rest of your life.
Oh. I didn't.
You don't look like the one who runs much.
I don't.
So you can help us kill him, and then we'll deal with you later. You won't be able to leave. That was one thing we sort of made sure of.
In Eggs' head, he hears, "Do you just want to shoot them? Like right now?"
All the voices in my head are coming to a general consensus.
Finally.
Okay.
Whichever one Tucky's further away from.
Yeah, I'll take it.
They're both really close to Tucky. They like some chicken.
I trust Tucky implicitly. He never liked me.
Mm-hmm. We should have ride together.
Yeah.
Are you
going to step point blank then?
Yeah. And I'm going
Step
to
right up,
take
just
the other
grab
one.
okay? Which one are you going? Does it matter to either of you?
I hate that woman. I want to blow her up.
Okay. What weapon do you
I
have?
was gonna say, what are you blowing her up with?
My mind, Mike.
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So first, Strider roll tough to kick some ass.
Are any of you ordained? I could use someone blessing this gun. That might help. 6.
Yeah. And then Lauren, you roll to kick some ass as well.
Yeah, I roll weird.
Oh.
Bagal.
Okay, so this is all happening simultaneously. You go to fire your gun, Eggs, and it gets jammed, or there's no way for you to fire. Apparently, you fired it too close to the door upstairs, and it just kicks back, and it throws you back, and you take 1 harm as you land sort of against the wall, bang your head on the wall.
At least I didn't fall in the hole.
That is true.
I was like, please no, please no, please no.
So, yeah, you rolled a 13, Lauren, for the big whammy.
Wow.
So you get an enhanced effect. You completely hold the advantage. All hunters get a +1 forward. You suffer no harm. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm, or your attack drives the enemy away in a rout. Because when you fight, you do inflict harm on each other.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you get to pick one of those enhanced effects.
Okay. I'll do double the harm. Get wrecked. I can't eat bagels. I have a gluten allergy. So I start.
2018, we all do.
Yeah. So not only is my bra glowing, now all my skin and my hair begins to glow, and my eyes begin to glow too. And it's like because she's a motherfucking fairy for some reason. Yeah, I glow like a firefly. Daylight.
Okay.
Yeah.
She tries to hold through it for a moment as this telepathic power sort of goes through even her vampire mind. But even as she tries to swipe at you with these long nails, and she gets a good grip on you. You take 1 harm just as she sort of swipes.
But I take -1 harm from my enchanted bra.
I don't know how your bra protects you from being.
It's enchanted.
Yeah.
Obviously,
That is
Katie.
my
duh.
other move.
That is true. You don't even feel it as she tries to swipe at you, and you push her back with your telepathic abilities and swing her against the wall opposite of where Egbert was, and you hurt her a lot. She's still like alive, but there's blood coming from her eyes, from her ears, from her nose. She is not looking good at all. And Pomegranate looks toward you, and he just says, "We were just trying to help you. We were probably going to let you go. You don't have to do this."
Where is Pomegranate in relation to me? Like, they just come up the stairs, right? So it's like me, the stairs, people, the hole, and then over the thing. Okay. Yeah. So unassuming Patty pork roll over here, looks over, sees this woman get blasted into oblivion, sees the shotgun go off, and hears this guy talking, and he leaps up from behind, and I'm also going to try to attack this guy.
Okay, roll to kick some ass. Roll with tough.
Cool. I'm
Unless
attacking.
you have a weapon, you have a weapon you want to use.
I
something like
do, yeah. The only one not in my jacket. So I have the ability Sneaky. When you attack from ambush or from behind, you deal +2 harm, and I'm using my garrote.
that. Nice. So
Yeah.
roll plus tough to kick some ass.
Cool. Plus tough to kick some ass. I only have a +0. Let's see what happens. Yeah. But let's see what happens. Crit. I use my crit. That's what happens, Katie.
Okay,
Perfect.
good. Because if you do this and your garrote, all of you watching this, probably not you, Egbert. You're still sort of recovering. This is all happening at the same time. Out of nowhere, this little pork roll
Yeah, little pork roll.
jumps on the back of this vampire man. The garrote sinks through his neck, just like a piece of floss through butter or something, and his head just goes tumbling down because you've done extra harm.
Wow.
And you guys just watch this head sort of tumble, and it tumbles to your feet, Egbert. And you see Begal over on the wall as she's getting her bearings back about her. Her eyes just go wide, and she looks at Dr. Tucky. I trusted you.
And I run over.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Thanks.
Tucky's gonna run over to her and like help her up, and be like, don't, and it's gonna be like, don't worry, I've got you. I'll deal with these peasants. And like he's gonna bring her close in, and as soon as she gets close enough to him, he's going to bite her with his chicken beak.
He does not have a gluten allergy.
It's like on the neck.
Yeah, roll tough to kick some ass.
Nice. I get that +1 because of Strider. Boop. 10. I never fail.
And until you do.
And my teeth do 3 harm, and I have the extra ignore armor to base.
Okay, awesome. So you also get an extra effect because you rolled a 10. So you force them where you want them, you suffer less harm, you inflict terrible harm, which is another extra harm, or you gain the advantage. Take a +1 forward or give it forward to another hunter.
I think terrible harm. I'm just like,
you're ripping at her neck with your beak. But as this happens, she's not dying. She's fighting you off. She's actually scratching at you. You're going to take 2 harm as she's like grabbing both of your arms and fighting you off. You know, your wings, your wings, and where like feathers are flying. You take 2 harm, and she's like, I just get off of me. She's screaming and flailing about. There's blood flowing. You all see this blood flowing, and he's taking a big hunk out of her neck, but she's still going strong.
Are those just normal claws? Do you have any qualities or anything? Or is it just like standard? Are they like AP?
What do you mean?
Are they armor piercing?
No, it's just going to take 2 harm. So
Okay.
if you have armor, it'll just negate whatever it is.
I take no harm because I have the invincible move, so I'm just like scratching at my feathers.
Not yet. She's just pulling feathers off. So she's like, you're still holding on to her, and you guys, as all this is happening, the front door to this manor just slams open, and you see the very harmed, because he has been shot, a very tall, blonde figure of Mr. Noir that you had seen in the pictures, just standing there as lightning strikes behind him, the thunder booms.
Is he shirtless or?
I mean, you can see some chest, definitely, because
Nice.
this shotgun destroyed, his outfit.
Perfect. Thank you.
And he just looks at all of you. You're making a mess of my home.
I think it was already like this. We're just adding some color.
But I'll just like, get off of me. Get off of me. You're not going to kill me.
I don't stop. I'm just like, till the head comes up.
Mr. Tucky, I hear if you eat the whole thing off, I could have
I'm
sworn
just gonna keep doing
I
it.
need you to roll to keep your cool or act under pressure. So roll cool as she's trying to get you off of her, and I assume you're trying to basically kill her. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll cool.
Never fail.
Oh my god!
I never fail.
Holy shit! Yeah, she's trying to get you off of her, but it is not working. And finally, in a less dignified and messier manner than what Porkroll did, you managed to just go straight through this vampire's neck and her head. And it doesn't fall to the floor. It just sort of falls into your arms with this like last breath of, I trusted you.
Thunder crack. The thunder cracks and I'm like,
Are his glasses knocked askew at any point during all that?
I want to say, yeah, right at the end with the thunder cracks. I'm like, blood everywhere.
Just like, you know that episode where they try to get like Barney Stinson's picture and they keep making him do stuff? You get up and you take the glasses off and we see that you're a chicken because you had to wipe the blood off and you put them back on and we're like, what the fuck?
Where'd he go?
Mr. Porkroll, Mr. Egbert, I think we should get the hell out of here.
I think that
They're
man's a chicken.
vampires. He's a chicken. You're a glowing fairy thing. What are you, Porkroll?
I'm just a man. A tiny man.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
It's my real life.
Noir is stepping forward at this point, and he's pretty injured, but you can get the sense that because it wasn't like didn't really destroy much, he's sort of getting his bearings back around him. And he looks at all of you and just says, I wanted to have a party tonight, not to be betrayed by my own friends.
Yeah, they were gonna kill you.
I guess I owe you a thanks. My own staff turned on me. I had to get rid of them.
There's always a plot. Someone somewhere is always plotting against you.
Glasses back on. Blood is everywhere.
Yeah. I do appreciate you taking care of my little problem, as one of you so rudely shot me, and I wouldn't be able to handle this that much. I'm beginning to feel a little bit better. Now it seems that I'm going to have to get rid of the rest of you. You did ruin my party.
Come on. You're outnumbered, sir, and you are also injured. So how about we all just go?
We took down 2 of them. I mean, you're just one more.
Yes, but I am the oldest. I did make both of them.
Ew.
Suki, distract him. I'll reload my shotgun.
I start bouncing.
That's Toki's is like,
Let me.
Someone clip that, and everyone wants to know what it's like to play in a game with Lauren. I just start bouncing.
Hey, she specifically asked how she could distract him earlier.
I did. So I'm pretty sure this is the answer.
Oh God! This is a charity for children.
Yeah, we're doing really well.
Yeah, we're all acting like we're in 6th grade. Like, I don't.
Oh God. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be distracted. In fact, as you start to bounce, he is not distracted, I promise you. You can roll to act under pressure if you'd like to. Because he's going to try to reach out and then like this sort of quick vampiric blink of an eye, he's going to reach out to try to grab you by the neck. So
yes.
roll cool to act under pressure. Okay. Yeah, because I assume you're going to try to avoid him.
I'm going to use my crit.
Nice. Perfect time. You As he gets closer to you, he stops and sort of. You smell funny.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment.
It should be. I smell great. I'm gonna run away. Back behind the others. Bouncing.
Listen, I know you all want to leave, but I invited you here with the goodness of my heart, and you ruined my. I mean, I know that this is. I should thank you.
That's bullshit. We're a distraction.
I really think that perhaps you should. Perhaps you should just accept your inevitable fate.
Are you reloaded, Egbert? I say from behind him.
I slowly like take off my glasses, put them on the floor, and we just get the scene of me like stamping on them. And I go.
You all see this big chicken. Yeah, he's going to. If you're like, flying at him to attack him, he's going to attack you as well. Roll tough to kick some ass.
Fire first, so I don't accidentally hit you, because I get really bad rolls.
Let's be fair, it could hit me anyway. Let's be honest.
The roll 20 karmic system, like you can never fail, so I have to fail every single.
Someone has to fail.
It's true. It's true.
Should I roll something?
Yeah, if you're gonna shoot him first, roll to kick some ass. Roll tough.
Kick some ass.
His his back to you, because he's sort of diving. We could say that you're gonna you could try to hit him. Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Nice. So you are he's not gonna inflict any harm on you, but he's gonna take some harm because you shoot him like before, and you're actually taking the sort of chunks of his body off. But you're gonna take another one more harm, Strider, as you're sort of the kickback of the shotgun just goes right into your shoulder. It's gonna leave a bruise, but it's nothing compared to what he takes.
No, don't hit him in the abs.
Don't worry about me. I'm hard-boiled.
I like it.
And so yeah, you also roll tough to kick some ass, Josh, as you are attacking.
I never fail.
Wow. What a jerk.
What the fuck is happening? And you're attacking with your teeth?
Yeah, I ran forward. It's like
Okay,
full monster mode now.
The fighting cock.
This is fighting. You guys are what? You also get an extra attack or an extra effect. You gain the advantage. Take one or give one. You inflict terrible harm, so plus one more harm. You suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
I think I'm gonna give. I think I'm gonna give plus one forward to Flapjack. So they impressed me.
I will. As you're biting into him,
so that's 3 armor piercing.
You are not doing the kind of you're doing damage. You're hurting him like that. That's no issue at all. But it doesn't seem to be doing like the kind of effect. He was not lying about the fact that he is, even under this situation, he's much stronger, and he digs his fangs deep into your neck and rips apart and sort of spits it out and just goes, I much prefer beef. And you're going to take 4 harm.
Oh, shit. Nice. Well, is that vampirism?
Yeah. He is considered, he's magical.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Nice. So I take 1 less harm because of my mortal thing. So 3 harm. Nice.
And I don't know if this has actually happened in my actual game. You guys do have something called luck. I don't know if you realize that, but it's toward the end of the game anyway. But you can change your roll to a 12 or avoid all harm from injury.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that then if I can.
Yeah, you can do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then he still takes the big chunk out of you, but it doesn't seem to hurt or anything.
Just like my jacket, I'm like.
Yeah. What is Egbert? Are you doing anything? Or Flapjacks? It's sort of the order we're going in.
Yeah, I'd like to see if Suki does anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna do kind of the same thing that I did. I mean, he's getting attacked by the teeth and he's been shot. So if I have like a good line of sight to him,
His back's to you, but I mean, you don't really think you need to like make eye contact. Are you doing the big whammy
so
again?
Nice. Yes.
You're going, as you try to do it, you realize that it's harder to get into his mind than it was to hers. You're going to take a -1 on your roll.
Okay, but I have a +1 from Dr. Tucky, so.
Yeah, then balance. Yeah, it'll just be flat.
Okay. Yes!
Wow.
He's rolled. Yes, so you will do harm to him. You also get an enhanced effect.
Sweet. I want to do double. What lots of harm. Terrible harm. I want to do terrible harm to him.
And your harm is sorry.
Something cool.
2 harm. Okay, so yeah, you get extra harm on that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you're so close to him, Tucky, that you don't really see the because it's still dark in here. You see the glow of Suki behind you, getting brighter and brighter again. And maybe one of your eyes is really drawn to her because she impressed you so much. But you especially see him sort of like stumble back and there's just pain on his face. He is not looking good at all. He's beginning to sort of bleed out of his nose and his eyes, his ears sort of like begalded. He's still angry though. He has this angry look on his face and he turns around and locks eyes with you, Flapjacks. I knew there was something weird about you.
Thank you.
And I need you to act under pressure because he's going to make a run to attack you. So roll cool.
Fuck. No, it's bad.
Oh, honey. Now there is a move, you guys. You can't.
Oh wait! I have luck.
Yeah. You can make that a 12, or
I do it. I do the thing.
Okay, you make that a 12. So you he goes to like grab at you. He's like going to try to rip your throat out as well. So on a 12 plus, you may choose to do what you wanted to do and something extra, or do that to absolute perfection.
Okay. So maybe I think something that would be cool.
Don't worry, Lauren only does things extra.
Thank you. I'm going to do like a Matrix fallback as I see him running toward me, and I'm going to psychically blast him back towards Tucky.
Yeah, that definitely, he goes right towards you, Tucky. He knocks you into the lifeless body and headless body of Dr. Bagal. You sort of go against her. Poor girl, what are you doing? You haven't done anything for a bit.
He's panicking for a free action? No.
That is always a free action in my games.
Little pea comes out. Yeah, he's
a little warm.
Yeah. Man, he is rummaging on the ground for the jacket that Egbert threw back towards him so that he can get his keys. Because it's about time to go, is what he's doing. So he sees him, he's like, oh, I totally went to help. And he's like, oh, this got way worse. Yeah.
Roll cool to act under pressure.
Cool. So when I roll to act under pressure, I roll sharp instead because I've read about this sort of thing.
Okay, awesome.
So I'm going to roll some sharp. Ka-chow. 6?
You don't know where these keys are. As much as you can, as much as you've decided, they're not in this jacket. And you can't remember that you watched Flapjacks put them in her bra, and she's a little busy right now. You didn't hear them bouncing. Egbert, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do the equivalent, if I can, of holding an action. It seems like Dr. Tucky kind of has this under control. Maybe not actually, but Egg's gonna tell himself that because he's feeling a little sore and would rather not get his intestines ripped out by some vampire. So I'm gonna hold, maybe throw down the shotgun, get out. I actually have a little piano wire too.
Okay.
Thing paranoid people keep with them.
Nice.
So, standing on the sidelines with that ready, not sure if he should pounce, only if it starts to look really bad.
If it works for you, we'll make that as if he gets into a bad situation, you will roll to protect someone. Does that work for you?
More of an attack, because I have a thing
It would do
against
the same thing. You still
Now that I
do
know
harm to them. Yeah. Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that I know it's a monster.
He's not just a rich guy. Damn.
Tucky, he is against you, and he sort of turns his head and just says, "You know, in another life, we might have been friends. We have a lot in common." And roll cool, because he's going to try to attack you again.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ooh, first fail.
Oh,
But you have luck.
You do have luck.
How much
you
luck do I get?
You have a whole look. It's on your character sheet. You get all that
until
luck.
doomed. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
then that's success.
Yeah, you're gonna make it a success. Okay. So he
Never
goes,
fail.
he goes to like bend his neck to try to bite at you again. Even this time using claws to sort of get a purchase on you. Yeah, how are you avoiding it? What are you doing to avoid it?
And he's trying to bite at me, but I'm just doing that like bark, 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 bark.
You just hear him going, "What the hell are you?" He's just like getting a purchase on your neck as he's crying.
That thing where the chickens tuck their head in.
I'm the best kind of monster.
Technically, it is your turn in this sort of.
Yeah, I'm gonna since he's so close, I'm gonna rip into him as well. Like,
yeah, roll to kick some ass. Also, I was looking at these rolls, Strider. If you didn't want to protect someone, you could roll to help out, and it would give them help on their roll.
They'll never lose.
He doesn't need it.
He doesn't fucking need it.
This game loves me.
Whatever game you play next on Roll20 is going to fuck you over.
Did I tell you that this is what I'm like when I play mascot?
Oh God.
They never lose.
Yeah, what are you doing? And you get the extra effect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think yeah. So I think I'm gonna do +1 harm for like 4 harm as armor piercing.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna do like terrible harm armor piercing 4 total. It's like
So also while you're doing this, I want you to just roll just a straight sharp roll for me, Tucky.
sure.
Because you're
I'm
up close and personal on him.
pretty sure. Ooh, 7.
So still, this isn't when you get this is sort of giving you a notion that he's pretty close to being dead. He's not going to be fully dead unless you are able to get his head off, put a stake through his heart, or some kind of holy water kind of thing. Sort of this going back and forth is not going to kill him fully. Even if you kill him, he's going to come back, unlike the other two.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I'm like, just as I'm like biting at his neck, like, wood, holy water.
Flapjacks, you hear this? You hear this noise as you're watching this happen?
Well, I'm not sure anything besides the wood is going to be in this house. I mean, is there any stake-like objects around me?
There are various side tables and things around here. You know, there's the even the railing on the stairs that you could probably hit, something like that. You know, break off to try to make a quick stake.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll look around for something so I can be helpful.
Yeah. Act under pressure. Real cool.
Motherfucker.
You go to find like this side table, and Egbert, it's right beside you. You see what she's doing. she's not able to like break off this leg of this table to get this, steak out.
I'm just kind of like that.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Egbert, pork roll.
I'm curious to what Pork Roll's doing.
Pork Roll's gonna mute himself, and then he realizes after a second or two what Suki is trying to do, and he is by the hole rummaging through his jacket. He pushes the jacket aside and using the garrote, he like loops around a piece of wood in the floor from when it fell and begins to like rake up the piece of wood. So I'm gonna try to do that and act under pressure.
Yeah. Roll cool, and I'm gonna give you a +1 because I like this idea.
Dope, cool. So I get to roll sharp instead. So sharp plus 1 forward. Pow! 11.
Oh yeah, you do it. You get this like sharp, extra sharp piece of wood out. You're still a little bit above them. You have to get down the stairs, but you got a stake now.
Yeah. Yeah. So I kind of like tear it, and it's like a plank of wood, and I look up and I'm about to throw it towards Dr. Tucky.
Egbert, what about you?
He sees wood being rended, and his addled mind's able to put together 6 possible plans they're forming. Most of them include stabbing this guy with the stake. So I guess he's just kind of been hesitating, walking around, like trying to get a good angle at these two. He sees the stakes coming, so he's gonna try to hop up on the vampire, wrap his piano wire around, just try to distract him long enough, and maybe even get him held back so they can stake him well.
Roll cool to help out.
Cool. Is that what you said? Cool.
Yeah, cool. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. I will use luck if I may.
Yes, you may. So
can.
your help lets the next person you're helping Tucky act as if they rolled a 12, regardless of what they get. So Tucky, he's going to try to attack Egbert, seeing that Egbert's on here. You have a move right here because this is all sort of happening together. What are you going to do? The stake's coming toward you, being like flung down.
So I think it's like a really like cool slow motion scene where it's like Pork Roll like throws up the stake. Egg is just like being like this monster's run towards him. Tucky just grabs it, like goes low, like runs with like little like legs, and just like stakes him from behind. And just before he gets to Egbert, you just see like it push through his like cloth and clothes and chest.
Yes. Yeah, so you get a 12 to do this. You expertly do it. And Egbert, you see this man's eyes go wide. And all of a sudden, he just begins to sort of dissipate into ash in your arms as you see all that's left is a stake and this bundle of clothes that sort of falls down to the floor at your feet.
Aw. Waste of a good 6-pack. I guess he was trying to kill us, though.
He definitely was trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Why does every Saturday of my life need to be filled with agony and woe?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
That sounds terrible.
This kind of thing happens all the time.
You guys look around. There's still a blood-soaked, matted feathers just ticking. His clothes are sort of torn up a little bit as he's standing there.
Are you okay, Doctor?
I don't want to seem insane, but is that a giant chicken?
I think so, yes.
Dr. Tucky goes into his shambled and shattered clothes and takes out like a spare pair of glasses, flips them up and is like,
Dr. Tucky, are you a giant chicken?
That's absurd.
Okay,
What kind of foul prank are you pulling?
fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I think you all stand in the darkness as the power clicks back on. The storm comes to an end, and you're surrounded by 2 beheaded vampires and a one that is ashes at your feet. And that's where we'll leave it at the end of this wonderful dinner party night. Because I just can't go on, folks. I just can't do it. No. That was basically the end of it. Yeah, you killed the vampire.
Katie, how much fun did you just have?
So much.
So much fun.
I genuinely had a good time. It just hurt a lot.
Perfect, guys. That was one shot number 2. That was game number 2 of our 12-hour streamathon. We have destroyed the goal. In 6 hours, we have doubled the goal. We're just over $500. And you've just seen the official first playthrough of Memester of the Week. Coming to you soon from unMadeGaming. Seriously though, guys, if you want to get your hand on Monster of the Week, it is a Powered by the Apocalypse system. Super simple system to run, and as Katie said, it's kind of like a Supernatural-esque kind of game where you are a ragtag, sometimes Breakfast Club, sometimes Scooby-Doo-esque band of monster hunters. So go check that out. It's currently on sale on drive-thru for their horror month time. So go check that out right there on that. And let's hear from our cast. Hear your thoughts on what the hell just happened. And let's get the hell out of here and reset for 3 more hours of whatever Lauren's going to subject us to. So let's start with Lauren.
I know what character Lauren's playing.
I do
played
too.
that character
I
before,
do too.
and it is.
And she's coerced me to play along with her. So let's hear from Lauren. Who are you? Where can we find you? And what the hell was this?
I'm pretty sure Lauren's actual identity is getting really swept up in the character she plays.
You're not actually role-playing anymore. You're just...
I think it's just me. I think I'm Pink Lauren. Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm that salty ginger over on Twitter. I play games here on the internet with my friends. Oh my god. Oh god, I really liked this. It was so weird. It was so weird. I liked it a lot.
It was so weird.
Yeah, internet stuff. Yeah, I play games. I'm on the next one shot with my best friend, Kiana. I'm sorry, Key. And then I'm over on the Greyhawk channel tonight doing some D&D 5e set in Greyhawk. And then, not tomorrow, but next Sunday with my buddy Strider, we are doing the final season of Project Athena, Bulk Cthulhu, on twitch.tv/grimjack21502. And that's at 7 p.m. Eastern next Sunday, October 28th. It's a big thing I want to promote. It's here. Look at it.
Seamless transition.
Thank you.
For sure.
Really,
Go
yeah.
check that out.
And I definitely don't play a Southern Psychic. I don't.
Literally
She's
not
often,
true.
Yeah, she's often not naked.
It's not like she has to take her clothes off and roll around on things a lot or anything. No.
Yep.
That doesn't happen.
Yep.
Her bra doesn't glow. Like
Well, that's
That's
true.
true.
That's the big difference.
I mean, as far as we know.
That's the biggest difference.
Season 3 or
Yet.
season 4? Is it season 4?
Season 4.
Yeah, it's season 4.
I'm behind on season 3. Season 4, spoilers.
Yep.
Isabella
Glowing bra.
glows.
That's it.
Glowing bra.
Speaking of Project Athena and speaking of Strider, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what the hell, man?
Strider Heap. That is my name. That is also my Twitter handle. I play occasional one-shots. Next Friday, I'm trying to survive the zombie apocalypse with Greg on Grimjack 21502 as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, check me out, Project Athena. Hit me up if you have one-shots. There's, Lauren, get your snacky pickles. Pro, good to play with you, man. Mike, at some point, we need to have like a duo. You can be Jeffrey Dew, and I'll Shaggy or Scooby Dahmer.
Perfect. I'm in. I'm in.
And to Katie and Mike for putting up with us. I am so utterly, wholeheartedly sorry.
As soon as I saw who Katie grabbed for this game, I said, "Oh boy." And then I saw who Kiana grabbed for the next game, and I said, "Oh boy, this will be interesting. I have 6 hours with Lauren. This will be great. I'm sure it'll be a normal, everyday game where nothing wacky will happen at all." I was wrong. I was wrong immediately as soon as a chicken man came into our Twitter chat. And speaking of that chicken man, Pro, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what did you think?
It's super great. I loved everyone's characters. Super glad everyone was able to put up with me, with my chicken man and my chicken voice. Super great for having me. Thank you for letting me jump in this awesome cause. Katie, I'm sorry, not sorry. I've never done anything wrong in my life, so I don't know what you're talking about. Step off. I am ProRestarter. You can catch me on Twitch at ProRestarter on Twitter. And tomorrow you can catch me on Nolania's channel, where I'll be running Path of the Demon Lord, our Shadow Demon Lord actual plays for fun, horror, grimdark, all that fun shenanigans, and then the slow stuff throughout the week. Thank you for having me. It's super fun.
Yeah, man. This was a blast. Katie, I'd like to say sorry, but that would be a lie. And
None of you are sorry.
And you love this, and this is your life. This is all an act, and you secretly enjoyed the hell out of yourself, and you wish you could play this every day.
I love you guys. That's all I'm saying.
So, Katie, tell us who you are, where can we find you, and what your actual thoughts were on this game.
Yeah, I'm Katie. You can find me on Twitter at KatieFace or taking care of Off the Table's Twitter, off_the_table. That's also where I am. I'll be there all next week. Playing D&D, playing Burning Wheel, playing Urban Shadows. I will also be playing Lady Blackbird on Friday with Lauren, my sweet captain. You can find me on Tuesday afternoons on the Greyhawk channel with Josh, playing some great Savage Tide pirate adventures. I miss that game a lot. We haven't played in 2 weeks. And then also you can find me on Scraticus's channel on Thursday nights running Monster Hearts. You can also go to off-thetable.com to listen to the Monster Hearts actual play podcast we do. I'm also a part of. Ooh. And it's very good. We're on episode 4. We're a little behind right now, but, you know, Off the Table's never been on time for anything, so who cares?
Totally on brand.
Later tonight at 10, I believe, I'll be on Scraticus's channel playing a great Cypher game for his last game of the Academy today. And tomorrow, if you follow me on Twitter, my home players, the Prush Fuckos as they call themselves, will be playing a battle royale on my channel on twitch.tv/KatieFace. We will be doing a level 10 battle royale. They're all very excited. We have a goal to make one of the PCs actually lose their hand. So they're very into that. So yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. I do a lot of stuff and I post about where I'll be. Thanks for having me. This was great. You guys know I love it. Rough.
No,
it was not one of a kind.
No, it's not. The worst part about this was that you wrote something and then you were like, nope.
This was 100% supposed to be a spooky, mystery, scary thing, like Interview with a Vampire-ish. No.
We got that.
How'd that go?
Yeah, no, I felt that.
I mean, there was a vampire, so you got...
Yeah, we talked to him.
That's true.
Yeah.
We asked him several questions, and he returned some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We do have the emotional range within us to do serious, so perhaps at some future point we will...
Maybe, the thing is, maybe with all the serious games that we all do serious games, you just needed a fucking break.
Yeah. Greg made me cry on Monday. Like, I actually cried.
He does that. That's just a thing
fucking
he does.
Greg. So this has been a sweet relief. Yeah, that's the problem. We all have the emotional range separately, I think. This is the problem.
When our powers combine.
Yeah, together, no.
The meme dream team.
Yeah.
Oh, man. With that, guys, we're going to roll out of here. We're going to get the next crew set up for this. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for Game 4, which is some Call of Cthulhu run by our very own Kiena. So, guys, stick around for that. Let's see if we can, I don't know, triple the goal, I guess? We have 6 more hours. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, so we'll be right back, guys. And from all of us to you, bye-bye.